I bought an iPhone 5 from eBay for $170, but here's the thing. It's hacked, it's still on the rare iOS 6, and it has tons of old apps on it. So in this video, we'll unbox it, test it out, and see what this thing can do. Now, I've come across some really interesting phones recently, so hopefully this one's even better. Let's see. All right, so pulling this thing out, we got our iPhone 5, and at first glance, it looks like it's in pretty good condition. And then here on the back, we have a note for 32 gigs. Let's go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. Yo, what? Yeah, you know this thing is jailbroken when you see that. All right, so finally booted up and it says no SIM card installed, which is as expected. The date is wrong, but the time is correct. Oh, baby. Oh, boy. Here we go. Yo, this thing is loaded up, dude. And there's supposed to be some apps on here that are like straight throwbacks that somehow still work, which we'll explore this, of course, in very, very fine detail. But let's go ahead and turn the brightness up a little bit. There we go. So now I can see a bit better. Let's go ahead and start by seeing what iOS version we're on, because there's some tricky things here about the iOS version on this device. So you can see our name is iPhone 5, 32 gig, iOS 6, and scrolling down you can see our version is 6.1.4, which is the iOS that I believe came out with the iPhone 5 when it came out in 2012. Okay, so a note on all that hacker gibberish you just saw. This is interesting. Apparently the phone actually boots into iOS 8, which is obviously a newer version of iOS, and then all of the jailbreaking and hacker gibberish kind of stuff pops up and reboots, and yeah, it comes up to iOS 6. So, I don't know, kind of cool. So guys, another note here, fast forward a few days and we somehow ended up on iOS 8 here. As you can see, the phone died, or like the battery died, and so I charged it up and it just ended up on iOS 8. I'm not really sure how exactly. And yep, you can see 8.4.1. I guess let me try to turn this thing off and on and see if it goes back to iOS 6. And somehow with all those apps, we still have 10 gigs available. I guess they're old apps, so they don't take up too much room. And of course, the SIM we'll have to try out because it apparently supports 4G LTE, so we can actually still use it these days. But let's go back, go ahead and connect to Wi-Fi and see if it works and see what happens. And by the way, this does support 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which is honestly kind of amazing. A 2012 device supports 5 gig Wi-Fi, but we still have so many devices here in 2025 that don't support it, so that's yeah, just something to point out. But now that we have Wi-Fi, I want to start with the App Store, which I believe doesn't work on iOS 6 anymore, but yeah, there you go. Cannot connect to the iTunes Store, so we got our answer immediately. And the next thing I want to test is trying out things like Instagram and Facebook, because he said these apps, even though they're old apps, they actually still work on iOS 6 here. I mean, yeah, look how old that Facebook app is. I can't even remember the last time I used the app and it looked like this, but let me go ahead and try to sign in and just see if it works. Yeah, and I'm having a great time here. I've been trying to get into this like for 5 minutes now, and it keeps jumping me through the same hoop where I have to confirm my identity in Safari, and I do that, and then it asks for it again, then I do it, then I ask for it again. Let me try one more time, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately, it kicks me back to that again for the 4th time, so not working, unfortunately. So let me try our Reddit, because he said that's another old app that actually still works via the internet. He said that's through an app called Alien Blue. Okay, trying to load Ask Reddit. Let's see what that does. Yeah, nothing. All right, so that doesn't work either. That's great. I guess to be fair, the listing says that these are working as of now when the listing was up, so these can go in and out because it's an old, I mean, it's iOS 6, so not too surprising those aren't working. But let's go ahead and try to explore these apps here. So on the first page, we have just the standard stuff, App Store, Game Center, stuff you'd usually see. Also got our utilities here, which is pretty standard. Then we got things like Cydia or Cydia, IPA installer, terminal, Google Maps, Magic Piano, tons of games. You even got speed test here. A lot of these games I'm not even sure what they are. We got Bad Piggies. Now I'm curious what IPA installer is, because that sounds like a, oh. Huh? Ah, now speed test. I'm curious about this to see if this will still work and give me an accurate speed test result. And it looks like that it's going to be a big fat no. It's been trying to find the server for about, oh, never mind. Okay, there it goes. So somehow it actually asked me to upgrade the version even though the App Store doesn't work. But this version still works, and that's way lower than it should be, but I'm not surprised for an iPhone 5. So nostalgic seeing this old Ookla interface though. And that's kind of one of the biggest appeals of this whole iPhone. It's just, this is so nostalgic. The Facebook app is nostalgic. Even got Discord here. Hold on, does Discord work? What is this? Waiting for authentication cooldown. What is going on? What is Commute? It's just a driving game. I have a vague recollection of this app. I'm pretty sure my friend had this game. It's so random. Also got, what? Flappy Golf. Hold on, what is this? Is this real? What? It's Flappy Bird, but golf. And I guess you try to get to the hole and the least number of flaps. Dude, that's actually awesome. Dude, let me know down below if you ever played this game. This feels like this is a very 2012 type of game. Skull, I'm a boss. 10 flaps. All right, let's move on though and check out the rest of these apps here. So there's the real Flappy Bird. So back in the day, this phone would have been worth like $10,000 on eBay or whatever they were selling for a little bit. Got Flight Control, Frisbee, Fruit Ninja. Dude, that's a throwback. Got him. Now here's the real method for Fruit Ninja. You just gotta take your chances and hope you don't hit a bomb. Oh, crap. Dumb, oh, dude, is that Dumb Ways to Die? Yo, oh my goodness. This is such a This is like a 2008 app. I'm not gonna play it, but man, you guys remember that app? Good times, man. We also got, there's Instagram. Dude, look at that app. I gotta try it. Yeah, no surprise, not working. It's gonna be a pop-up at the top that it's, I can't sign in. Let me try to create an account, I guess, and see what happens. Yeah, unfortunately, that does not work either. Honestly, I'm a little sad because I really wanted to use those old Instagram and Facebook apps, but we'll keep seeing what's on this thing. So Geekbench 3, oh, that's how we can check out the stats on this thing. So you can see iPhone 5, iOS 6, Apple A6 at 1.3 gigahertz, nice. Honestly though, better than most of the phones I buy these days from like AliExpress and Temu. Let's go ahead and run some benchmarks though. All right, so single core score is 711 and nice. And multi-core score is 1287. Let me see how that compares to phones these days. Oh, okay, so the single core score on an iPhone 16 is 3322. Nice, wow. And the multi-core score on an iPhone 16 is 8183. This one is 1287. So yeah, you can see the significant upgrade over 13 years of time. But then we have like Minecraft, got Jetpack, Junk Jack X, Kick the Buddy, Little Crane, and a lot of these apps ring a bell, but I don't quite remember what they do because these are definitely apps I used and games I played back in like 2008, 2012, 2010 in that era, but I just haven't used them in so long. And also, what is this GBA for iOS? Is that a Game Boy Advance emulator? Oh, it is. Yo, that's sick. Definitely feels like a sideloaded type of thing because obviously Apple is very stringent on what they allow in the App Store. And of course, EA games like Monopoly, Plague. Oh, wait, is that similar to the computer game we used to play back in like 2000? Also got Pocket Trains, not sure what that is. Planets vs. Zombies, Skyburger, Robbery Bob, Smash It. Dude, there's so many games on here. These are all throwbacks. Dude, Words for Friends? Yo, no. Does this game still exist? I haven't played this game in so long. Tears. Double Word, let's go. Oh man, that one is truly a throwback. Dude, Skyburger, is that one of those games where you're like a server? This is so goofy. This is, oh man, this is great though. 2010 energy all the way. $4, that's what I'm talking about. You've got Waze down here. Now the guy said that Waze also is one of the apps that connects to the internet and somehow still works. So let's see if this one does work. All right, no connection. Oh, maybe I need a SIM card for this because yeah, let's put a SIM card in the side of this thing and see if that works. It should still work. Let's try it. All right, SIM card is in. It says no service though. Come on, man. So I'm looking into this a little bit, and first of all, as you guys can see, the cellular page only has enabled 3G and no 4G LTE on here, which is a problem because there's no, as far as I'm aware, there's no 3G supported at all in the US anymore. So guys, I have a few things to note here about the whole LTE iPhone 5 situation. And first of all, I somehow got this phone into iOS 8 and I put the SIM card in here now and it says it's not supported at all. And I think it's because I have a Verizon SIM, and on iOS 8, when I looked in the settings, it said it's on AT&T. But the whole situation is kind of weird. Like when I look up iPhone LTE online, it appears that this phone physically supports LTE, but only certain carriers support it on certain iOS versions. And there's a way to take iOS 6 and jailbreak it to support LTE, but only on certain iOS 6 versions, and I don't have the right version, so I guess I can't do LTE on this phone. But let's just move on. iMovie? Yo, look at that icon. That's a throwback. Yo, what is this? iMovie coming soon. What? New project. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, here we go. I forgot. We gotta test out the camera. Hold on. Let's test out the camera and make our own little iMovie here and see if we can make this look nice. So we got this iPhone 5 here in 2025, and it's on iOS 6. It's pretty cool. Got some old apps, and wow, this camera actually looks pretty solid for 2012. Okay. And here's the outro to my video. Goodbye. Dude, looking at this interface, it looks like CapCut. Obviously, iMovie came before CapCut, so like I don't know, just an interesting observation there. Let's go back and yeah, see what other apps are on here. We got Call of Duty Zombies, got VLC, nice. Got Calcium. What is that? ChatGPT. Oh, we got ChatGPT on the iPhone 5. No way. What's the best iPhone? All right. Well, I guess ChatGPT doesn't work either. All right. So basically. Wait, hold on. Oh, yo, we got some conversations here from 2007. What did I just pull up? Conversation 208. Dude, nothing even remotely internet related on this phone works at all. Let me see if Safari even works. Like, what in the world? Okay, yeah, so Safari still works, and wow, that's a throwback, Safari. Okay, so that's the one thing internet related that works on this phone is Safari. Cool. Also, going back to the apps, we got Doodle Jump, couple versions of Doodle Jump, great game, and then 5 versions of Hungry Shark. What? Wait, hold on. Where's Paper Toss? Dude, don't tell me I bought this phone, paid $170, and we don't have Paper Toss. Office Jerk looks pretty similar though, and I remember this game from way back in the day. Bonk. We got ads on here even though this thing is not connected to the internet, or maybe this is just part of the game. Apparently now it's trying to buy some coins for me. Obviously not gonna work. I'm gonna be honest, I was really looking forward to using these old internet apps like Facebook and Instagram. Just gonna be kind of a throwback. And also Spotify, there's our old Spotify app. Let's see if this works. Spotalife version 0.5. What? Bro, what? I pulled up the keyboard and it's like, just watch this. So goofy. So guys, I'm popping in later to tell you this because this is a tragic situation. As I'm scrolling through here, where is the YouTube app? No YouTube, no YouTube, no YouTube, no YouTube, no YouTube, no YouTube. How do we have an iPhone without YouTube? It's just not there. You gotta be kidding me. And the browser's so old, it doesn't support it either. So we're cooked. We're cooked. Come on. But guys, overall, very cool device, except for the fact that I can't do anything internet related, which I kind of thought I would be able to. Let me know down below what you guys think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.